Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about present and past habits. So let's start with present habits. There are many ways to talk about your present habits. The first way is just to use present simple together with adverbs of frequencies like always, generally, and typically. And we can use them for regular and repeated actions, like things that you usually do every day. So now let me show you the example here. The first sentence you can see here, I normally get up early in the morning. So here we can use present simple together with adverbs of frequency normally, and this shows your present habit. Another example here, typically he sees 20 patients a day. He's a doctor and he sees 20 patients a day is his present habits. So you can use adverbs of frequency like typically, usually, and other adverbs of frequency too. The second way to talk about present habit is using present continuous, and we use it for a habit which the speaker often finds annoying. Let me show you the example here. The people next door are always holding late night parties. So which means this habit is definitely annoying because they are having parties late night, and we use present continuous to describe an annoying habit. And the second example you can see here, she's always singing in her shower. So which means maybe she could be a terrible singer and she always sings in her shower. So you can use present continuous, she's always singing in her shower. The third way is to use will plus infinitive, and it's used for regular habits. And let me show you the example so that you will understand. So the first example you can see, on Sundays we'll usually make pancakes and we'll have them for breakfast. So we use will plus infinitive to talk about your regular habits. And let me show you another example. So when my son is with his friends, they often play a computer game together. So here again you can use they'll often play. We're using future form. But there's one thing to remember here. It's not related to future. We use the future form, but it's not about future, it's about regular habits in the present. Okay. Now let's move on to past habits. So the first way to talk about your past habit is using past simple. And you can use with adverbs of frequency like always, generally, to talk about regular and repeated actions in the past. And let me show you the example here. We generally travel to the countryside by car. Here you can see generally is an adverb of frequency together with past simple traveled. And another example, I always stayed up late when I was a teenager. So always is an adverb of frequency, stayed up is the past simple. Alright. Another way to talk about past habit is using used to, and we use it for repeated activities or mistakes in the past, which usually don't continue now. And let me show you the example here. Sally used to smoke, but she doesn't any longer, which means Sally used to smoke in the past, but she doesn't smoke anymore. Another example, it didn't used to be hot here, which means it is hot now here. So remember here we have to use present simple after the verb did, and it's important. Another way to talk about past habit is using always plus past continuous. We can use it for annoying habits in the past, and let me show you the examples here. I didn't get on well with her in high school because she was always criticizing me. So it was in the past, she was always criticizing me and I didn't get on well with her in high school. So this shows the past habit was always criticizing, show the past habits which is annoying. And the second example, they didn't have many friends because they were always complaining. So in the past they were always complaining and they didn't have many friends because of that. So which is an annoying habit. Always complaining was an annoying habit. One more way to talk about past habit would be using would plus infinitive, and is used for repeated activities in the past. you can see the example here. I sit in front of the mirror when I was young. Another example, we sit down together for our meals, not like families nowadays. But we can't use it for states, and we can use like we'd be happy, because it shows the state of our mind. It's not an action or activity. We can't use would plus infinitive for states. We can only use it for activities like singing, sitting down, like they are activities. So we can use would plus infinitive. So it's very important. Okay, that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching this video.